One go. One go. Allez, one go.
That's fine. Wait, you're gonna update it.
You want to join it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a bag.
Let me have police.
And if you don't do that, I will handle you.
No problem. Number of kilos is Jarani.
Thank you.
Fly house. One go. So simple.
You have a very standard ball. If we follow the proper process,
Good afternoon from the Soma Mini Stadium. Wherever you might be getting our voices and signals, you most welcome and welcome to the Soma Mini Stadium, the home of Hard FC, Suwokono and AJ Soccer. But this afternoon, currently hosting the crucial LRR Regional 3rd Division semi-final between ATC United and Dibba Oil. And the game is already live on LSTV1 at the Cabin Parliament Party. I'm in there behind camera operations, and few minutes into the contest, the score is already 0-0. ATC United 0, Dibba Oil 0, and Dibba Oil under the guidance of head coach Modnau Kabla, assisted by Lamin Kamara, whilst Aliu Bojang and Sekou Jata on the technical dugout for ATC, who started this contest with Augustus Aimendi in goal, Basiru Jame, Idrissa Marong, Modlamin Jata, John Gomez, Abdoulaye Njai, Bakari Diba, Aliu Gomez, Aliu Sonkorada, Yankuba Sane, Buba Koli and Omar Jawara completes the 11, and the side is currently dressed in their colorful ash-colored shirts, and of course with some beautiful colored socks, currently playing from our right to left from our commentary cabin, whilst Dibba Oil dressed in green and white shirts, green shorts and green socks, and Dibba Oil kicking from our left to right from our commentary cabin. In case you're just joining, you are reminded that this is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium, and it is live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube at the cabin. Just as I said, Parliament Fati Amin Dao, central referee of this crucial and lively game is Esa Dabo, assisted by Sedu Ojany, Abu Abdurrahman Dabo and Babokar Sise, of course serving as the fourth assistant referee, whilst the match commissioner is Usenu Jaju C, and Dibba Oil having Keba Toure in goal, Alassana Jame, Abdoulaye Sane, Musa Aliou Jame, Mamadou Balde, Musa Bojang, Haman Conte, Sekou Drame, Abdoulaye Jiba Rada, Foden Jai and Lamin Job completes the 11, and ATC is a side that is already unbeaten in this year's third division. The only time the team got beaten was in their first game, but of course we are able to file a protest against Sporting Hearts, and of course Sporting Hearts we have forfeited the points and handed over to the side ATC, who are unbeaten this season after 8 matches, won 4, drew 4, lost none with 16 points, whilst their opponents, of course, Dibba Oil in their group, played 8 games, won 4, drew 1 and lost 3 in the build-up under the guidance of head coach Modndao Kabula, who is of course the head coach, assisted by Lamin Kamara and Aliou Bojang and Sekou Jata on the technical dugout for ATC. ATC playing from our right to left, while Dibba Oil kicks from our left to right. And Dibba Oil will use the moment to get that through the most experienced player, Haman Conte, who played in the different categories as far as the country is concerned. Of course, part of those players playing for Dibba Oil. And now the chance for ATC for drive forward through John Gomez. Cross comes in, fantastic header from Dibba Oil. And the boys dressed in green colors will slowly start the play from their own half. Now Musa Bojang, who was the team captain for the Lameng Zonals, floats the ball forward to Abdoulaye Jiba, who is one of the leading goal scorers of the competition and the leading goal scorer for the team Dibba Oil. And Abdoulaye Jiba has been bundled off the ball, and central referee Esa Dabo has already pointed for a play on, and ATC will solely use the moment in their opposition's half. The team came to this competition as Eurojula United, a side coming from Kiang East, and now using the name ATC under the leadership of Aliou Bojang as the head coach. And of course it has been a busy technical area for both gaffers, as already both gaffers are definitely very much aware as to what is definitely at stake. Long one from ATC, and Dibba Oil will use the moment to clear the ball from their own half to the center forward and number 7 Abdoulaye Jiba, and Abdoulaye to Haman Conte. Haman looking for penetration, trying to test the goalkeeper from that angle. That was a great delivery and claps coming from the home supporters of Dibba Oil in anticipation of the breakthrough. But currently the score is 0-0. In case you're just monitoring situations, you are reminded that this is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium and live on LSTV1. We will definitely get you the group standings, and we will start from Group A, where we had ATC finishing on top of the table with 16 points, and the side was able to advance to the semi-final directly. Justice Dutch Lions, who played the promotion playoffs but unfortunately lost, and now that's a foul. That's a foul against ATC, and Dibba Oil will have the chance to deliver. Dressed in a mixture of green and white shirts, green shorts and green socks, Modndao Kabla on the technical dugout, giving instructions to his boys. And Dibba Oil is a team established in 2017 before its promotion in 2019, but the team was later sold in 2022 to Gambian Dutch Lions, or to BST Galaxy rather, before the team having the chance of coming back to the LRR third division, and now hoping to reach the second division once again, but currently playing in the semi-final against ATC, who are also working very hard to reach the final for the very first time. Musa Bojang Musa floats that ball on the left side around the edge of the 18, looking for penetration. Could that be a moment? Cross comes in. That is high and wide. Fantastic turnout from the Soma Mini Stadium, coming from the supporters of ATC United and Dibba Oil. Dibba Oil hoping to reach the final, and if they are able to reach the final, they have to play either Black the Horse, who will of course play in the other semi-final tomorrow. And now the chance for ATC United to deliver the goal kick through their custodian Augustus I. Mendy. Augustus, tall and lanky, lifting it forward, partly headed out, and it's going to be an attack. Now the chance for ATC, and Dibba Oil gets that ball decently through Musa Aliu Jame, who is the team captain for the side, operating on the right side of the defense. And in case you just joining us, you are reminded that this is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium, and it is live on LSTV1. It is the fourth semi-final of the 2026 LRR third division between ATC United and Dibba Oil. ATC in their opposition's half, trying to maneuver their way out, looking for penetration. And this is now the chance for Bakari Dibba to drive forward. Caught out. Fantastically done by Hamang Conte. Now to the team captain, calling in for a foul. Hamang lifted forward, and that's a foul as judged by the central referee, Esa Dabo. Esa is the central referee, assisted by Sedu Ojany, Abdurrahman Dabo, Babukar Sise, and Usenu Jajusi serves as the match commissioner. Hamang Conte trying to use his experience. He is indeed the most experienced player for the side. Hamang Conte. Now the chance for ATC United. That's a throw in. Busy technical area for the Gaffers. ATC nil, Dibba Oil nil is the current score in case you just joining us. Jiba leading the line for head coach Mod Ndao Kabla, or Mod Kabla Ndao. That is high boot. But against Dibba Oil. Now ATC trying to unlock the defense. Delivery, and that wouldn't be troubling to the goalkeeper Keba Toure. And Keba is currently in goal for Dibba Oil, whilst Augustus I. Mendy is on the other area for the ATC United side. Of course, in case you're just joining us, this is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium, and it is live on LSTV at the cabin. While Lamin Fati, Dao behind camera operations, and we are also joined by a colleague and brother, Lamin Dabo, who will of course serve as our resource person as far as this crucial and lively semi-final between ATC United and Dibba Oil is concerned. Of course, he is going to introduce us at the Soma Mini Stadium. This is of course his hub. Lamin, welcome back to the Soma Mini Stadium. Once again, not the first or second division, but this time around it's a semi-final of the LRR. Of course, the regional third division semi-final between one of the powerhouses of this competition, ATC, who are unbeaten, against a Dibba Oil side who of course got beaten 3 times in this competition.
Yes, Pat, thank you so much, and we welcome each and everyone watching LSTV both on Facebook and on YouTube. We are welcome to Soma Mini Stadium. Well, LSTV has been coming to Soma not for the first time, but then in the third division, this is for the very first time, and it is Dibba Oil and of course ATC that are lucky to be featured on LSTV this afternoon. This is a very big tie as far as the LRR third division is concerned. It is a semi-final game, the first semi-final of the 2025-2026 third division season. Of course, looking at both teams, like you said, ATC, they've make their way to this particular game today without conceding a single single defeat, whilst Dibba Oil, they've been defeated 3 times in this competition. They've been very, very formidable despite losing 3 times in this competition. They are one of the favorites one could point fingers to and say they will obviously become champions here. But it all boils down to today's game. If they're able to pass through ATC here, it's going to be very interesting to see Dibba Oil, as I'll call them, a resurgent Dibba Oil FC. They've been in the third division previously and be promoted to second division. Eventually, they couldn't get themselves to the fourth division, and that brings to the demolition of Dibba Oil when they were sold to BST Galaxy. But today, Dibba Oil are back in the third division, trying to get their spots back in the second division and probably fight for a spot in the Gambia's fourth division tie. But then it's quite interesting part this year, as Dibba Oil, their quarterfinal game or last playoff game, semi-final playoff game, we've seen them defeating their opponent by 2-0, whilst their opponent ATC were not part of the playoffs. They have automatic qualification to today's semi-final. So it's going to be very, very interesting, and I'm sure the viewers of LSTV both on YouTube and on Facebook will be enjoying this live ball-to-ball commentary as far as the images are coming from Soma Mini Stadium. Today the temperature is okay. It's not as it used to be. It's somehow very cool today. So, but it's so far so good. 0 apiece at this semi-final tie between Dibba Oil and ATC United.
Thank you very much. That was definitely very close, but fantastically defended by ATC. And of course, the turnout at the Soma Mini Stadium is indeed impressive. It is indeed impressive at the Soma Mini Stadium. Dabo, I think we have to talk about the turnout here. Already, the Mini Stadium is receiving a whole lot of supporters as far as the semi-final class is concerned.
Yeah, we definitely anticipate to see more supporters coming in, because we anticipate that this is going to be one of the biggest games that LRR third division will see. Even though we know tomorrow also there will be another big tie between Pipeline FC and of course the Black Dragons, who are also favorites in this competition. But today's turnout so far so good. It's been very, very impressive, as Dibba Oil, the team in the Jara West region here, very close to Jara Soma, from the community called Karantaba. You can see they get themselves very easy to the park. And then for ATC, despite traveling from Kiang East, you know ATC as a team itself, they travel from Combo to the Soma Mini Stadium here. But some fans who are football enthusiasts will travel from Kiang East to come and see how ATC will fare in this semi-final game. You see the crowd is already huge. The crowd is already huge, and then so far so good. It is 0 apiece at Soma Mini Stadium.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. In case you're just joining us, this is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium. And Soma Mini Stadium is, of course, the home of Heart FC Suwokono and, of course, AJ Soccer. AJ Soccer, and it is coming to you live on LSTV1 at the cabin for Lamin Fati. Lamin Dabo and Amin Dabo behind camera operations, in case you're just joining. ATC nil, Dibba Oil nil. Augustus Mendy is currently in goal for the ATC side, around the edge of the 18. Fantastic combination coming from the boys, trying to unlock the solid defense. Currently having it tough against the team captain. Cross comes in into the solid gloves of the shot stopper, Keba Toure. Keba, the shot stopper for Dibba Oil. In the opposite goal post is Augustus Mendy. Lively and entertaining, in case you're just monitoring situations. It is now the turn of Dibba Oil to drive forward, using Musa Bojang, the Lamin zonal team captain. Musa Bojang, and finally it's a throw in. And a throw in to Dibba Oil in those just technical area for head coach Modndao. And Kabla has been an integral member of this setup, of course, after joining the team this season. Before coming to Dibba Oil, he was the head coach of the Serekunda East Base Club, Gohbe, and played for Jadas FC in Lamin, played for the Lamin zonal team, played for the Brikama zonal team, played for Gamsel, played for the national under-17, under-20, and also had some call-ups in the senior national team. And now Kabla is on the technical dugout for Dibba Oil, serving as the gaffer. And now it's a throw-in for Dibba Oil. Team captain will surely deliver. Musa Ali Ujame, 16, operating on the right side of the defense. For the boys in green and white. Kabla indoors just on the technical area. Musa getting it short. Now the chance for Dibba Oil to get the breakthrough. Could this be a moment having it tough against the ATC side, under the initial name of Eurojula? And now to ATC United, this only side unbeaten in the competition. The only time the side got beaten was in their fourth game, when they lost. But of course, file a protest against the team around the center circle. Dibba Oil to Hamang Conte. Conte Hamang floats that, trying to connect the run of the advancing Abdullah Jiba. And Abdullah is already with 4 goals, the current leading goal scorer or top scorer for the side. Abdullah getting it low to Lamin Job. Lamin back to the left-sided wing back, looking for penetration. Cross comes in. Fantastic header coming from ATC United, who will hope to reach the final for the very first time. While Dibba Oil will equally love to get to the final for the very first time after the purchase of the team. This time Musa Bojang lifting it down. Could this be the moment? High and wide. That was a glorious opportunity, Lamin Dabo, for Dibba Oil to find the breakthrough, but unfortunately for the side, Sekou Drame blasted the ball over the crossbar.
Indeed, this is the best chance of the game so far, and it is Sekou Drame who has just wasted it for Dibba Oil. He should have earlier on kicked the ball before the defenders closed him down. So you can see he was not very comfortable kicking the ball, because already the two defenders of ATC have already closed him down, and eventually he has to blast the ball over the bar and outside. So it's a wasteful effort from Dibba Oil, which they could have capitalized and get themselves a deserved lead here. But so far so good. It's Dibba Oil nil and ATC United nil in the LRR third division first semi-final game here at Soma Mini Stadium.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. It is getting more and more interesting from the Soma Mini Stadium between ATC United and Dibba Oil. Now ATC on the attack around the edge. Fantastic defending, and central referee Asa Dabo has pointed for a corner to ATC. Indoors, just technical area for the gaffer. And they are indeed industrious, hoping to see the side advance to the final, to either play Black the Horse or Pipeline in the final of 2026. Already key of their technical members already on their feet, and the fourth assistant referee has already asked them to get back to their seat. Already a player down injured on the far end, and the medical team is already on the pitch to give support. 0-0 is the current score in case you're just joining us. ATC starting the game with Augustus Mendy in goal, Basiru Jame, Idrissa Marong, Modlamin Jata, John Gomez, Abdullahi Njai, Bakari Diba, Aliou Sonko, Yankuba Sane, Buba Koli and Omar Jawara completing the 11 for the head coach Aliou Bojang and Sekou Jata. Modu Kablantau on the technical area, assisted by Lamin Kamara for Dibba Oil. Keba Toure currently in goal, Alassana Jame, Abdullahi Sane, Musa Aliou Jame, Mamadou Balde, Musa Bojang, Haman Conte, Sekou Drame, Abdullahi Jiba, Fode Njai and Lamin Job completes the 11, and the score is already 0-0. And ATC, we are in Group A alongside Justice Dutch Lions, Jataba United, Jali United, Golden Youth FC, Sporting Hearts, Bajana United, Sembe City and Sikunda. And in their group it was ATC that finished on top with 16 points after 8 matches, won 4, drew 4 and lost none. It's a corner for the ATC side, the only side unbeaten in the competition. Cross comes in. This time it's a solid header coming from Dibba Oil, who are under the guidance of head coach Modendao Kabla. In Group A, we have ATC after 8 matches, won 4, drew 4, lost none with 16 points. Justice Dutch Lions finished second with 14 points after 8 matches, won 4, drew 2 and lost 2 in the build-up. Jataba played 8, won 3, drew 5, lost none, and they are also unbeaten. Jali United after 8 matches, won 3, drew 3, lost 2 with 12 points. Golden Youth FC on 5th. After 8 matches, won 2, drew 4, lost 2 with 10 points. Sporting Hearts finished on 6th with 10 points after 8 matches, won 3, drew 1 and lost 4 in the build-up. Bajana United after 8 matches, won once, drew 4 or drew 5, lost 2 with 8 points. Sembe City after 8 matches, won 1, drew 2, and of course we are beaten 5 consecutive times with 5 points. And Sikunda already relegated, and already that was of course a decent strike, but that wouldn't count and never trouble the shot stopper. And Dabo, this has been a magnificent game. Of course, chances coming from both ends. Or the other time we were talking about the chance that came in the part of Dibba Oil, and this time around to ATC United. I think this game is a fair contest between the two. Of course, this semi-final is definitely far from over.
Indeed, it is far from over, because these two sides, like I keep saying, they are part of the favorites in winning this year's league. Looking at ATC, they've registered a very, very good performance this season without registering a single defeat after having played 8 games. So that is that shows a lot about ATC. And Dibba Oil, despite losing some games, they are still counted as favorites. Looking at the chances that availed to Sekou Drame, was a very decent chance for them, for Dibba Oil to see themselves lead in this game, but unfortunately they missed it. And then I think ATC need to be very careful in terms of the defensive work that they will do. The Dibba Oil's number 4, who is a very experienced player, he's been part of the team for far too long, and he understands football very well. He came from Lamin, I think. Haman Conte, yeah. Exactly. He has a decent record for himself. So having Haman in a team, I think, is a big advantage for any team, and he can definitely punish any team for that. But on the other side, ATC, they also have a number 10 who is very, very firm on the ball. This number 10, Lucien, what is his name on the number 10? Yes, John Gomez. Yeah, he's fondly called Papu Dogu. He plays a very good football. Last year he was one of the best players from the ATC side, and this year he has proven that again he's still best in this team, and then he can punish Dibba Oil if they are not mindful.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. Musa Bojang to the center forward Abdullah Jiba, and the goalkeeper arrived just in time to gather that ball decently. Claps coming from the technical bench in appreciation. Fans continue to pile at the Soma Mini Stadium to watch this crucial and lively fourth semi-final of the 2026 edition of the LRR regional semi-final or regional competition, coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium, the home of Hearts, Suwokono and AJ Soccer, playing in the top and second division respectively. Now the chance of Dibba Oil to drive forward. Haman Conte, the most experienced, dribble pass one, still looking for more. Fondly call Yori in Lamen, and to Musa Bujang, another fantastic youngster who was the team captain for the Lamen zonal team, who won the West Coast region zonal competition. Cross comes in. What a miss, what a chance, and of course a miss.
Another disappointing miss for Dibba Oil again. I think they have to take their chances. They need to capitalize and take their chances. Otherwise, in football, if you miss your opportunities and then your opponent happen to get it, if you slot it into the bag of the net, then that might be the end of the game for you. So they need to take their chances. They've been creating a lot of decent opportunities, decent chances. The latest one here that availed to the Dibba Oil's number, I can't see which number it is, but it's a very decent opportunity that Dibba Oil could have used and then see themselves leading in this game. But unfortunately, the scoreline still remains 0 apiece here. And now it's Dibba Oil's captain Musa Jame to Haman Conte now. Haman, and that's a foul for Haman Conte. It's going to be Dibba Oil now, who will be taking a free kick, and is there number 19, who is Abdullah Sane, and now is Dibba Oil's number 16, the captain. A cross comes in from Dibba Oil. Who's there? The goalkeeper had a hand on it, and he saved the ball. It was a good save by Dibba Oil's goalkeeper. I mean, ATC's goalkeeper. It was a decent save from him, and a good cross coming from Dibba Oil's Musa Bojang. Play continues here. The scoreline remains 0 apiece between Dibba Oil and ATC in the first semi-final game of the 2025-2026 LRR third division. That's a foul. The referee was on spot. Central referee Esadabo was on spot. It's a foul and a serious challenge on ATC player. Medics attending to him. This game we are enjoying the game so far. It's been a brilliant first half football from these two sides. ATC has been a proven team in LRR after getting themselves into the LRR third division league through a protest. They were very solid last season in the third division league, and then they managed to keep themselves into the league, and this year they become the unstoppable team. They defeated almost half of their opponents after playing 8 games. They won 4 and drew some other games without losing any, and this is captain of ATC with a kick, not very good, but the ball came back to him, and that is Dibba Oil pushing now, but that is Gomez of ATC. He misses the ball to Haman Conte now. Haman to Musa Bojang, and that's going to be a throw in to ATC, quickly taken. Gomez, beautiful football from Gomez, but Abdullah Sane with a clearance for Dibba Oil. Now ATC, fantastic defending there. That's goalkeeper Augustus Mendy of ATC. Augustus Mendy of ATC. He launched a long one. Who is there? Dibba Oil defended. A header comes, but two of our Dibba Oil players went for the ball, and the ball was sent back to the goalkeeper, who is Keba Toure. Abdullah Sane back to Keba Toure. Dibba Oil playing from behind, moving forward. That is Lamin Job. Lamin Job of Dibba Oil giving the ball away easily. Now ATC. ATC equally gave the ball away. And it is Sekou Drame who sends a long one to Haman Conte. Beautiful control there by Haman. Haman Conte, Musa Jame runs on the other side. Haman decided to go for himself. He's sending a long one. But it gave no trouble to the goalkeeper, Augustus Mendy. And now ATC. Beautiful football we are seeing. Challenge from behind. It's a foul for ATC United. ATC United receives a foul. It's a foul against the ATC player. Remember, this is the fourth semi-final of the LRR Third Division League. And of course, the second semi-final is coming tomorrow as Pipeline will be battling out with the Black Horse or Black Dragons. It's not going to be an easy semi-final game for any of the side, but the best teams will definitely make it to the finals. And of course, a lot of opportunity will avail to the winners here, as they will have the chance of getting themselves into the second division just one step. And this is ATC now. Brilliant from ATC. Good defensive work there. Still ATC keeps the ball. ATC, beautiful run. He sends it across. Who is there for ATC? Musa Jame, captain, headed the ball, and it's going to be a corner kick. It's going to be a corner kick. That was a brilliant defending from Captain Musa Jame. But it seems the flag was up and it was an offside. It was an offside. Musa Jame didn't take any complacency. He had to clear the ball out before anything can happen. That is ATC now. ATC moving forward. That is ATC. They're attacking. They're launching a series of attacks, and that's a cross. It's over the bar. It's over the bar, and the scoreline here at Soma Mini Stadium, it is 0 for Dibba Oil and 0 for ATC. You're watching LSTV on both YouTube and on Facebook. A long one coming from goalkeeper Keba Toure. It is number 4 with a clearance. Gomez, John Gomez, that's John Gomez of ATC, number 4 clearing. But Laminjo picks the ball for Dibba Oil, and now it is going to be a throw in for the Dibba Oil. ATC's number 4, Emel Jata. Musa Jame, the team captain for Dibba Oil with a throw. John Gomez, beautiful from John. ATC now moving. That is ATC's number 16. Musa Jame intercepted. Lamin Job now. Lamin Job to Haman Conte. John picks the ball for ATC. John Gomez. And it's a foul against John Gomez. He's fondly called Patrick Dogu. They have similar features with Patrick Dogu of Man City. And now ATC. A team that hasn't been defeated in this year's competition. ATC United. A cross comes in from ATC, but good defensive work from ATC, and a player on the ground. A player on the ground for ATC. ATC player on the ground. It seems he's going to be okay. He's back on his feet. He's back on his feet. The scoreline here is 0 apiece between the two sides, Dibba Oil and ATC United, in LRR's first semi-final game this season. Just remember, the champions from all the provincial regions and all the combo regions will converge at some point for a playoff spot, for 2 teams to qualify to get themselves into the second division of the Gambia, replacing Marimo Park Food and Serekunda FC. Play continues here at Soma Mini Stadium. That is goalkeeper Keba Ture. Keba to the far side of the field. Dibba Oil now. That is Musa Bojang of Dibba Oil. Dibba Oil. That is beautifully intercepted by ATC, but Dibba Oil's Musa Bojang picks the ball again, and play continues, says the referee. A player on the ground, and it's going to be a throw in. It's going to be a throw in for Dibba Oil FC. Dibba Oil FC, a team that has been in this position years ago, managed to qualify from the provincial playoffs, getting themselves into the second division, have some years in the second division before the team been sold out, and that is the team that we call today as BST Galaxy, doing well in the league, doing some good business outside of this country and even inside of this country. Dibba Oil FC comes back into the third division again, and they are pushing very hard to make sure they are back in where they belong. That is the Gambia's second division. They are just few steps away from that. After a win here, they will have to meet with either Pipeline or any team that wins here will have to meet with either Pipeline FC or Black Dragon Horse, who will battle tomorrow here at Soma Mini Stadium. That is a long one for Dibba Oil, but it is goalkeeper Augustus J. Mendy of ATC United. That's a yellow card. A yellow card for Musa Bojang. Musa Bojang over Dibba Oil. The number 5, Musa Bojang, JV caution after 33 minutes by central referee Esadabo. It's so much interesting here. After 34 minutes, the scoreline is 0 apiece between Dibba Oil and ATC United. Even though some couple of chances were missed by both by both sides, but Dibba Oil happens to get the best chances to that's a serious challenge, and it's going to be, of course, attracting a yellow card.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. And of course, it is lively, already interesting from the Soma Mini Stadium. There is a lot of focus in this contest. There's a lot of players here from the combos, and of course, I've seen a lot of people also watching this game from the combos to possibly see their friends and colleagues who are currently playing for Dibba Oil in the semi-final of the third division. The score is already 0-0 in case you're just joining us. ATC 0, Dibba Oil 0, and currently one of the technical members of ATC is currently having a word with the fourth assistant referee in trying to get things sorted. Lively and entertaining. 2 players currently down, one for ATC and the other for Dibba Oil, and the winner will advance to the final and will face the winner between Black the Horse and Pipeline in the final of 2026 LRR third division. Who is going to advance and who is crashing out remains to ATC 0, Dibba Oil 0. Entertaining and lively. Dibba Oil currently in green colors, whilst ATC in ash colors. The forward Abdullah Jiba is currently down injured, receiving attention. Musa Bojang as earlier on received a yellow after a protest against the decision of the central referee. And you could hear the gaffer, Modu Kablandao, asking Musa Bujang to stay away from the referee. But already it is 0-0, interesting and lively showdown. This is this fourth semi-final, and we are expected to have the second semi-final tomorrow. That's another yellow card, but this time around to ATC United after that clash with the forward Abdullah Dibba of Dibba Oil. Entertaining and lively. We currently having key presence at the Soma Mini Stadium. It is the fourth semi-final. Who is advancing and who is crashing out remains to be seen. Dibba Oil is currently on a 0-0 scoreline against ATC United in an entertaining and magnificent showdown. Team captain picking it, Musa Aliou Jame. Musa Aliou Jame to the central defender Abdullah Sane, who is currently marshalling the defense for Dibba Oil, getting the ball forward around the edge of the 18, looking for penetration. More and more players arriving. Delivery, fantastic defending from the shot stopper. Instead of using his hands this time around, uses his leg to block that ball decently, and of course he received an applause from the teammates and some of the fans at the Soma Mini Stadium. Hamang Conte getting it down to Lamin Job. Hamang once again, delivery. That's fantastic. That nearly got the goalkeeper on our way, and of course the standby to the rescue of ATC Lamin Dabo.
Indeed, Dibba Oil are pushing so hard, and you have seen 2 consecutive chances that they got. The last one, it was the woodwork that denies them from having a goal. So if they keep pushing, probably they could get something before the break here. But they're really pushing, and goalkeeper Augustus of ATC is using his advantage. He's very tall, and then you can see sometimes he even uses his feet instead of his hand. So that's a big advantage for a goalkeeper to be very tall. And we've seen even in the World Cup, tall goalkeepers are performing extremely well. So if a team happens to get a goalkeeper like Augustus, it's a big advantage, and he has proven that.
It's a big and great advantage. A goalkeeper of his caliber. Hamang Conte, hands on hip, 3-man wall assembled by ATC United. Looking for penetration, delivery, high. Could not connect to any of the advancing players. And key of the supporters, we believe, are currently behind Dibba Oil, who are hoping to reach the final for the very first time after the soul of the initial team, Dibba Oil, to BST Galaxy in the second division before the team advancing to the top division. And now integral member of the top division. Around the edge, ATC will defend, who clear their line. Beautifully executed. And the central defender and 15 was just alert enough, Aliou Sonko, to get that ball off for a throw in. Entertaining and lively. Both sides hoping to cancel out one another in search for the breakthrough. But already it is 0-0. Who is going to find the breakthrough before lemon time remains to be seen. Modlamin Jata getting it off. ATC trying to defend so well. Dibba Oil trying to get the breakthrough. Who is going to hit the back of the net remains to be seen. Industrious technical area for head coach Mod Kablandao. Now to the forward. Lamin Job. Abdullah Dibba the forward, the leading goal scorer for his side. And Abdullah is currently having it tough against the central defender as the central referee pointed for a goal kick. The rest in red colors, red shirt, black shorts, and red socks. The central referee Esa Dabo, assisted by Seydou Onjani, Abdurrahman Dabo, Babukar Sise, and Usenu Jajuse is the match commissioner. The tall and lanky short stopper Augustus Aimendi. Augustus around the center circle, partly headed out by Dibba Oil, who are currently under the guidance of head coach Modnau Kabla, hoping to reach the final for the first time. Hamang Conte, back to the advancing Sekou Drame, and the player has been bundled off the ball, and central referee giving that. And of course, a great number at the Soma Mini Stadium watching this crucial showdown, hoping to see their side advancing to the final. And the winner will advance to the final, and the loser will crash out entirely. ATC. Modlamin Jata, another tall and lanky, ball being chested down, trying to cause some problems. And there's a player already down. calling in for a foul, but central referee seems to have handed that an opportunity to Dibba Oil to drive the ball from their own half. Dibba Oil will benefit from a throw in deep in their half. The team captain Musa Aliou Jame to effect this. Musa Aliou Jame to the forward Abdullah Jiba, who could not connect to that. Abdullah will try to reconnect to that ball once again. Jiba trying to drive forward, lays that ball to Musa Abuja. Musa strides forward around the edge of the 18, looking for penetration. Fantastic defending coming from ATC, and that was a great defending from ATC. And I think Musa Abuja should have done better in this instance.
Yeah, Musa is a fantastic player. All he needs to do is to relax a bit and then play the ball the way he used to. I remember during their playoffs games here, Musa did fantastic performance, and then he delivered. What a good chance here for Dibba Oil. Two players getting themselves into the net, leaving the ball behind. Dibba Oil. That is Sekou Drame. Sekou Drame to the number 29. Dibba Oil still having the ball, holding the ball, having possession, pushing for an opportunity here. That another opportunity for Dibba Oil, chested by ATC's defender, and it's going to be a corner kick for Dibba Oil. That was very close for Dibba Oil to take the lead here, but unfortunately they missed it.
I think they seems to be the most impressive side in terms of crafting chances and all that defending coming from ATC, and ATC will drive forward through their talisman John Gomez. John, physically built up player, and the gaffer is indeed furious. The gaffer is furious, but the fourth assistant referee is asking him to calm down. Now the chance, delivery, another fantastic defending. Dibba Oil once again, Haman Conte. Cross comes into the gloves of the shortstopper, Augustus I. Mendy. Augustus I. Mendy is the current shortstopper. And in the opposite goal post is Keba Toure. Lively and entertaining. We're currently having experienced gaffers on the technical area for both ATC United and Dibba Oil. And of course we have seen experienced gaffers. And now the chance for Dibba Oil to drive forward once again. In an offside position, he tries to go solo, but unfortunately the ball has been blocked to touch for a throw in. Entertaining and lively, and of course time is running out as far as the first half is concerned. Dabo, seemingly it's going to be additional minutes to be raised by the fourth assistant referee any moment from now.
Yeah, 2 minutes I think will be added to the normal time here, but it seems we're going to have a goalless first half here, which is quite not certain for now. We still have a couple of minutes, 2 or 1 minute left in this game before going into the break. But the most likely thing is the two teams will be heading into the break without a goal. So let's hope that these two teams will come back stronger in the second half and produce goals. Not only goal, but goals. Because we've seen the two sides, they all have some very good gaffers. Their technical teams are very good. And then to me, these semi-final games are even more crucial to me than the final. And it seems that is what the two teams are having in mind in themselves, to say that yes, these semi-finals are more important than the finals, because this is where you're going to see yourself 1 foot already in the fourth division, in the second division, and 1 foot out. So if you qualify from here, you have all the opportunity now to get yourself into the division. So let's hope and pray that the best team will definitely win and get into the finals.
Let's just hope and pray that the best team gets to the final. Haman Conte, Haman lost that. And now to the talisman for ATC, John Gomez. John trying to get some penetration. Fantastic defending from Dibba Oil, who are currently playing from our left to right. Ball being picked up by Musa Abuja. Musa to Haman Conte. Haman once again. Haman trying to switch the play from the right to the left. Fantastic control from the center forward Abdullah Jiba. Jiba trying to go solo once more. Receiving the ball from Lamin Job. Now the center forward Abdullah Jiba. Jiba Abdullah cross comes in. That was another close effort, but unfortunately could not hit the target down.
Yeah, that was another miss. another miss for Dibba Oil. So you can see Dibba Oil created some decent chances, some couple of chances that they could have used and capitalized and score. But unfortunately, they have been missing their chances. And it seems that we are getting into the break without any of the sides scoring. That is the most likely thing that we are about to see. The 2 minutes at a time is already been raised, and so we are just left with seconds before going into the break.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. Any moment from now, we might have the central referee ending the proceedings here. Now the chance for ATC to get the breakthrough, but unfortunately, the player has been bundled, and central referee Esa Dabo has pointed an advantage ATC in the closing moments of this crucial and lively game. Fantastic turnout from the Soma Mini Stadium. And this game is also live on LSTV1 at the cabin. Parliament Party, Lamin Dabo and Amin Dabo behind camera operations. It's a yellow card for Aliu Bojang, the gaffer for ATC United. And Aliu has already received a yellow card from the central referee. And currently one of those technical members having a word with the fourth assistant referee. And this game has a lot of intensity with a lot of expectations coming from the fans, coming from the technicians, and equally the players as well. Lively and entertaining. It is the fourth semi-final of the 2026 edition of the LRR third division between ATC United and Dibba Oil, and tomorrow Black the Horse will take on Pipeline. Black the Horse will face a Pipeline in the second semi-final, and the winners of the semi-finals will advance to the final. Last year, the winner, of course, was AJ Soccer, who are currently playing in the second division, and AJ Soccer will be playing in the FF Cup final tomorrow against Balosar at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama. Of course, a Super Sunday in the second division, but this time around in the FF Cup final. More and more players for ATC behind the ball. 3 players already reduced to 2. Now discussion between the team captain Basiru Jame and one of those players, and I think he's going to walk away. The player has seemingly walked away, leaving Basiru Jame, the team captain, to deliver this. Basiru floats that ball into the gloves of the shortstopper Keba Ture. Keba, and that is the end of the first period. Fantastic force serve and great force serve between ATC and Dibba Oil. Of course, Lamin Dabo, we have seen a fantastic force serve, but unfortunately without a goal or goals coming from either side. And ATC and Dibba Oil will be walking back into the dressing room with a 0-0 scoreline. And of course, we believe we're going to have another eye-catching or catching second half as far as the first semi-final between Dibba Oil and ATC is concerned.
Yeah, thank you so much. We've seen the whistle being blown by the first referee to end proceedings of the first 45 minutes, which was great, and it was so fascinating and interesting, and of course enjoyable as well. But the best chances of the first 45 minutes went on for Dibba Oil. Dibba Oil had the best opportunities, but they missed all their chances. Likewise, they did not stop the ATC also having some opportunities. They equally had some opportunities, but when you balance it, you realize that Dibba Oil have the highest opportunity in the first half. And here the central referee has just blown the whistle for a halftime. So we'll be going for the halftime break, and we'll come back with the ball-to-ball commentary. And of course, we hope to see goals coming in the second 45 minutes here at Soma Mini Stadium.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo, and this is where we're going to draw the curtain as far as the first period is concerned. And the score is still ATC United 0, Dibba Oil 0, and we are off, and do join us in the next 15 for the continuation. Welcome back to the Soma Mini Stadium for the continuation of the live league and entertaining showdown. It is the second and final half between ATC United and Dibba Oil. And ATC has already introduced another fresh leg. Modlamin Jata has already been introduced, replacing Musa Gay. And now the chance for both sides to find the back of the net and have the chance of sealing a spot in the final of the 2026 LRR Regional 3rd Division Football Competition. And this is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium in the 4th semi-final. Tomorrow, Black the Horse will take on Pipeline in the 2nd semi-final. But currently, nothing separating these two. ATC now playing from our left to right, whilst Dibba Oil from our right to left. Musa Bujang has been wrestled off the ball. And it's going to be a throw-in for Dibba Oil, who are dressed in a mixture of green and white shirts, green shorts and green socks under the guidance of head coach Maud Kablandao, whilst Aliu Bujang and Sekou Jata on the technical dugout. Entertaining and lively. In case you're just joining us, you are reminded that it is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium. Dibba Oil will now rely on the central defender. Takes that ball swiftly, and the chance for the boys in green and white to find the breakthrough. Could this be a moment for head coach Kablandao and his boys to do the job? Or it's going to be give the chance to Aliu Bujang and his boys to do the damage against Dibba Oil? It is the second and final half. Augustus I. Mendy, both sides picking it from where they left it in the first half. Lamin Dabo, it is the commencement of the second half. Of course, the second and final half, this is where both ends will try to get the breakthrough, or else they will definitely head to post-match shootout to complete the job.
Indeed, definitely this half we are going to see the winner either is going to be a goal win or from the penalty shootout, but then the game must produce a winner in this half. So let's hope and pray that the best team will definitely win, like I keep saying, but I hope I believe that the two teams are all up for the task. They're all showing up some resilience, they're showing commitment to make sure that they get home with the 3 points. I've heard during the break the ATC coach saying that let's do the job and go home. So I don't know whether doing the job, going home is going to be as easy as the way he was saying. And then I believe Coach Kabla also must have instilled some inspirational words into his boys to encourage them to do something to make sure that they kill the game before the game gets into the penalty shootout. I hope that there will be goals in the second half, Pa.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. ATC around the edge of the 18, trying to cause some problems. Now this time it's a low drive, side netting. That was definitely a very close, scary moment for Dibba.
Yeah, the first actual threatening moment for ATC comes just right now, and it is their number 28 who had it, and then it was indeed a low drive, but went a little inches wide off the post. So it is a good start for ATC.
Brilliant start in the second half for ATC. Now Dibba Oil, Haman Conte. Haman getting it forward to the team captain, who controls that ball decently. Musa Aliu Jame operating on the right, but not for too long. ATC will lift it forward, partly caught out by Dibba Oil. Fantastic combination coming from the boys in green colors. Abdullah Sane. Abdullah to Haman Conte. Haman seems to have entangled with one of those players for ATC, and the flag of the assistant referee has already gone up against Dibba Oil. 0-0 is the current score. In case you're just monitoring situations, you are reminded that this is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium, and it is live on LSTV1 on both Facebook and YouTube at the cabin Parliament Party. Lamin Dabo and Amin Dao behind camera operations. Fantastic turnout from the Soma Mini Stadium. This is of course the home of Hard FC Suwokono and AJ Soccer. And AJ, following their promotion this season to the second division, the team have already booked a place in the FF Cup final and will face Balosar in tomorrow's showdown at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. We believe key of the supporters of AJ Soccer, of course the Soma based club, will be up against the Faraba based club in the FF Cup final for the very first time. Now Abdullah Sane to his defensive partner. Dibba Oil will solely try to get that done. Narrowly lost that. Abdullah Sane just arriving in time. Bujang. Musa Bujang
probably will try to guard that ball off, and Musa receiving the ball once again. He captained the Lamen zonal team that won the West Coast region zonal competition around the center circle. Dibba Oil currently enjoying possession. Abdullah Sane on the right side of the attack through Musa Aliu Jame, the team captain. Haman Conte, delivery, trying to connect the run of Musa Bojang. The ball almost eludes Musa, controls that ball decently, and that's a push on Bojang, and that's already a foul as judged by the central referee. And Lamin Dabo, this is of course at a great position. This team just need a great ball specialist to deliver this.
Indeed, it is at a very dangerous location for the ball, and it could be a big opportunity for them if they could have turned this into something. You can see Dibba, they needed a specialist like you said, but whether they'll be able to penetrate the ATC defense for this set piece is yet to be known, but they should definitely try to at least use the set piece to do something here, because from an open play they tried in the first 45 minutes, many occasions they couldn't work out anything. So let's hope maybe they will do something with these set pieces, but then is yet to be taken for now.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. Fascinating and lively. And currently 2 players behind the ball, Musa Bujang and Haman Conte. Haman will surely take this. Struck the player. That seems to cause some issues on the player as he is already down, and the medical team already on the pitch to give support. The player in question for ATC is Omar Jawara. Jawara Omar, one of those players playing as the central defenders. And the score is still unchanged. ATC nil, Dibba Oil nil, and ATC in their group played 8 matches, won 4, drew 4, lost none, and finished on top of the table with 16 points. Justice Dodge Lions finished second with 14 points. Jataba on third with 14. Jali United finished fourth with 12 points. Golden Youths FC finished 5th with 10 points. Sporting Hearts finished 6th with 10 points. Bajana United finished 7th with 8 points. Sembe City on 8 with 5 points. And Sikunda finished on the foot of the table with just 5 points after 8 matches. In Group B, Black the Horse finished on top of the table with a whooping 22 points. And second place is Pipeline, who are also playing against Black the Horse. These are 2 sides from the same team. Pipeline and Black the Horse, 2 sides that finished second or fourth and second in their group, will face off tomorrow at the Soma Mini Stadium. But currently it is ATC against Dibba Oil. A player down, central referee not interested, and ATC still having a player currently down. Dibba Oil, it is still play on according to the central referee. But finally, the central referee has already given that. And interestingly, Lamin Dabo, tomorrow we're going to see another eye-catching semi-final. Of course, 2 teams from the same group, Black the Horse and Pipeline. Of course, 22 points, Black the Horse, and Pipeline finished second with 19 points.
Thank you very much, Pa. Indeed, somebody was texting on Facebook, the LSTV channel, asking whether LSTV will feature the tomorrow's game. But on that one, I think entirely left on the team managers. All what they should do is just to contact LSTV or Pa Fati so that Pa could come and give them a full coverage of that game. But so far so good. We cannot tell you whether that game will be featured for now. But all what we know is the 2 teams that are coming tomorrow, they're all fantastic teams. Black Dragon or Black Horse, some will call it. They have been the favorites even well before the start of this tournament, because looking at the last season, Jarawes Norway and Black Horse, they are double finalists, and then they get into the 3rd division with those forms, those good forms, and then they continue showing to people of LRR that we are still the best in LRR. So having a Pipeline against them tomorrow is going to be an interesting showdown. So I think tomorrow's game is going to be very, very fascinating, because Pipeline equally are a very good team, and many tips them as well to be another favorites in this season. So let's wait and see what will happen tomorrow. But it's too early or too premature to say who will definitely make it in that game. But I believe both teams are very, very good.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. I came to know of Black the Horse through Bubakar Suso when he started playing for College Stars in the 2nd division. But already back to the Soma Mini Stadium. Dibba Oil nil, ATC United nil. Dibba Oil having more of its players up front, trying to chase that ball up front through Mamadou Balde. Balde will undoubtedly guard that ball off for a corner. And it's a corner. Musa Bujang has already arrived. Mamadou Balde has already handed the ball to Musa Bujang, the Lamen zonal team captain who won the West Coast zonal, with Lamen currently playing for Dibba Oil. Cross comes in. Haman Conte nearly missed that, and this time it's a glancing one. That was another scare for ATC, but of course Dibba Oil failed to capitalize that one.
Yeah, it was a scareful moment for the ATC side, but I think Dibba Oil just failed a brilliant opportunity here. The ball has just passed in front of the goalkeeper, and then nobody was there to finish it off, and that would have been a very easy goal for Dibba Oil, but unfortunately they missed it. That's an opportunity for ATC as they're attacking now. The cross comes in, but blocked by Abdullah Sane, and now Dibba Oil. Dibba Oil are now pushing forward. That's Lamin Job, the team's number 10. Lamin Job to Musa Jame, the team captain, to Amang. There's Amang Conte with a long kick there, and it's Musa Bojang chasing. Musa Bojang, can he keep the ball? Yes, he managed to keep the ball in. Musa looking for a support. He sends the ball to the far side. That is Dibba Oil still having the ball. Abdullah Bojang, Musa Bojang rather. Musa Bojang to Sekou Drame. Sekou back to Musa Jame, the team's captain. Musa, and it's Dibba Oil now enjoying possession here at Soma Mini Stadium as the scoreline remains 0 apiece here. That's Dibba Oil still looking to break through. A long one coming from Dibba Oil's number 3. Good control there, beautiful. Amang Conte shot, and that's going to be wasteful effort from Amang Conte.
This game is far from over. It's far and far from over. ATC United nil, Dibba Oil nil. Who is going to hit the breakthrough remains to be seen. The shot stopper, Augusto Zaimendi. Augusto Zaimendi is currently in goal. In the opposite goal post is Keba Toure, the central defender Abdullah Sane. And of course Abdullah has been a Figo in the 3rd division in West Coast region before coming to LRR to play 3rd division. Now the chance for Ndao Kabla side. Dibba Oil currently enjoying possession, trying to control the ball as much as they could. Dibba Oil nil, ATC United nil is still the current score in case you're just joining us. This is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium in the 4th semi-final, and now it's a glancing one. It's going to be a chase, it's a total, and that's already a handball as judged by the central referee. Any moment we're going to see substitutions being effected by the technicians, and still there is a protest coming from the technicians of ATC United and Abdullah Sane. Abdullah, massive stance, and ATC United had the glorious opportunity to, of course, put that beyond the reach of the shot stopper. Another wasteful opportunity. Again,
Like you rightly said, the game is far from over. We've seen both teams creating some decent opportunities. This one, you just see the strike. I think he could have just relaxed, because already the defender has just left it. That's Abdullah Sane. He has just shown his back on him, so he could have just relaxed and tapped the ball at either of the sides. But unfortunately, he decided to go for the ball. He shot, and then the shot went over the bar. So it is goalless here at Soma Mini Stadium between ATC and Dibba Oil, and the game is still on.
The game is still on and is still alive. Double substitution for ATC any moment. Already 2 players warming for head coach Ndao Kabla and his boys. Now the chance for ATC United to effect a double substitution. Double substitution for the Gaffer. 2 players being lined up for substitution for ATC United, and any moment from now we're going to see 2 fresh legs being introduced. Double substitution. There is already a player currently down, and there is already another player being lined up. Bakari Dibba is one of those players ejected. Bakari Dibba is off, and the other player is Yankuba Sane, ATC United, and 2 fresh legs introduced. And one of those players seems to be a very agile and physically built up centre forward, Dabo.
Yeah, Antu is so physical. Looking at him, you think he is a very strong and physical player, and then I think he will use his power to at least give advantage to. That's his first touch. Oh no, that's not Antu, but Antu equally is a very physical and strong guy for ATC.
Antu, one of those players injected, and now it is a great moment at the Somo Mini Stadium. Entertaining and lively. Centre forward Abdullah Dibba will chase. Abdullah Dibba is the current top scorer for Dibba Oil. He scored 4 goals this season. Now the chance. The ball has already crashed on the central referee, and the referee will surely ask the player to hand him the ball once more. It has been a magnificent turnout from the Somo Mini Stadium. This game having a lot of intensity. Both ends looking forward to a victory. Who is going to get it remains to be seen. Somo Mini Stadium. It is not the 4th or 2nd division, but it is the 3rd division semi-final. Abdullah, very intelligent central defender, chesting that ball down onto the newly introduced player. Lays that ball forward. Ball being chested down, looking for penetration. Fantastic defending. And now ATC will pile pressure once again, trying to get something done, and finally the central referee has already given that, and it's going to be another substitution, double substitution coming from Dibba Oil, and head coach Mudndao Kabla will introduce 2 fresh legs. The Gohbi Football Club head coach. He also coached the KM zonal team before coming to LRR to serve as the gaffer for Dibba Oil, industrious on his technical area. Mudndao Kabla on his side needs to make it or break it, either to get a victory here or crash out of the competition entirely. 2 players line up, and already double substitution await. 2-man wall assembled by Dibba Oil. Delivery, and this time it's a header. That, of course, another wasted opportunity, and Antu will chase that ball down on the lane. Antu, one of the physically built-up centre forward, who has just been introduced by head coach Aliu Bujang and his ATC United. The team started as Yorojula United before coming to, or having the team being changed from Yorojula to ATC United. This gaffer will surely hope to advance to the final, whilst Mudndao Kabla and his boys will love to be in the final for the very first time after the purchase of the team from Dibba Oil to BST Galaxy. Double substitution still await. It's a huge clash between the boys dressed in ash-colored shirts, and of course fantastic run by the player, trying to get some step overs around the edge of the 18, looking for penetration that wouldn't trouble the shot stopper Keba Toure as he guards that ball off, and guarding that ball fantastically. Both sides are trying to be as cautious as possible. If they don't score, they wouldn't love to concede. Lamin Dabo, I think, in as much as both sides are trying to get the breakthrough, they are also very much cautious in trying to not to concede here if they don't score. And we believe here, if they decide to score first here, might prove decisive in this contest.
That is definitely, I believe the first team to score here will go home. Will go ahead to win this tie, because I know for Dibba Oil, just last game of their last game here at Somo Mini Stadium was in their playoff game, which they scored 2 late goals in the second half. They put a lot of pressure on their opponent during the first half. They couldn't score, and in the second half, lately they managed to score 2 to get themselves into this tie. So they still playing here against ATC without a goal, and they might score a late goal here again. But I believe either of the sides here, any of them who scored here first, will surely go home to win this tie, because the time is getting older and older, and it still is goalless here at Somo Mini Stadium. So that is it for now, Pa.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo, and we have already played 65 minutes in this contest. ATC still remains 0-0 against Dibba Oil. Dibba Oil trying to get the breakthrough. Already we have seen double substitution being Injected by head coach Modnau Kabla. Keba Toure, the short stopper. To the right-sided wing back Musa Aliou Jame, the team captain. Musa Aliou Jame. To Abdoulaye Sane, the central defender. Fantastic combination coming from the boys in green and white. Dibba Oil will use the moment to drive forward. Hamang Conte chesting that ball before heading it forward. Hamang, the most experienced player for Dibba Oil. And Dibba Oil has already handed possession to John Gomez, who seems to be a tricky player operating on the left side of the defense or attack for ATC United. And ATC will surely use the moment to drive forward. Could this be a moment for ATC to drive forward? And the flag of the assistant referee has already gone up against ATC for an offside. Time running out against both ends. The fourth side to score probably might go home to win this contest, and the fourth side to concede probably might lose this contest. But anyway, just as I said earlier, this game is far from over. This is the fourth semi-final of the 2026 LRR third division, and the winner will advance to the final. And the winner have to wait for the winner between Black the Horse and Pipeline to clash in the final of the 2026 edition. From the short stopper, now the chance Musa Bojang, fantastic defending, and this time the goalkeeper serving as the sweeper keeper. Of course, the tall and lanky Augusto Zaimendi.
Yeah, Augustus is so smart on that occasion. He came on time to clear his line, and he was very much indeed a last sweeper, the last defender for ATC in that occasion. So Augustus using his height is very advantageous for ATC. He has saved them from a couple of occasions, and he continues to save ATC here.
What a showdown from the Soma Mini Stadium. We are definitely loving the atmosphere. Huge turnout from the Soma Mini Stadium. This is just like a top division game. But anyway, this is community football, and community football at its best. There's the third division semi-final. Now Dibba Oil will drive forward. ATC picking it on in their own half. Hamang Conte trying to keep it, but unfortunately Hamang was never near that ball. And Gomez will drive forward John. Another pacey and tricky player. Cross comes in, trying to unlock the solid defense, partly headed out. And ATC receiving the ball around the edge of the 18, looking for a foul, but central referee said no. There is a lot of tired legs in this contest. Both ends trying to capitalize here. This could be a moment for ATC. ATC will try to unlock the defense. Still trying to maneuver their way out, looking for penetration. Could this be a moment for ATC? Dribble past a group of players before Abdoulaye fantastically clearing that ball off. And that was fantastic defending coming from the head coach Modnau Kabla and his boys. Who is going to hit the back of the net remains to be seen. From the Soma Mini Stadium, it has been a lively and magnificent showdown. And we have already played 68 minutes, approaching the 70th minute, and already yet to see the breakthrough. Who is going to hit the back of the net remains to be seen. The newly introduced player who is currently leading the line for Dibba Oil will slowly try to cause some problems for the defenders of ATC, but currently he has been dispossessed. And lively and magnificent showdown. Gomez will try to drive forward. ATC, it has been an end-to-end contest from the half of ATC to the half of Dibba Oil. Cross comes in. This time it's a low drive. Abdoulaye just arriving just in time. Intelligent central defender. Of course, looking at his size, he seems to be the slimmest of players on the pitch, but of course having a lot of intelligence in him, Abdoulaye Sane.
Of course, he has a great IQ. He's definitely the slimmest on the side of the players that are playing here at the Soma Mini Stadium for now. You've seen the ATC team trying to pile a lot of pressure on the Dibba Oil players, and then they continue searching for a goal. I don't know what will happen here, but any team, like you said, any team that scores here might be the end for the other team, because looking at how time is going and how difficult this game is getting into, I think it is crucial. It's going to be very, very crucial for any of the teams to score first in this game. And ATC are pushing. ATC are definitely pushing for now, holding Dibba Oil on their neck. Let's wait and see what will happen.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. And Gomez has now switched position from the left to the right. ATC trying to unlock the defense. Could this be a moment? Strike comes in. That wouldn't count. Moments and moments of disappointment on the faces of both gaffers. Of course, a worrying moment for head coach Mod Kablandao. Worrying moment for gaffer Aliu Bujang. They will all love to get the breakthrough here. It's going to be a chase. ATC will surely use the moment that is wasteful. And Dibba Oil will use the moment to drive forward. Musa Bujang now. Bujang Musa trying to go solo. But finally is a throw in against Dibba Oil. And Musa seems to be exhausted. And Musa seems to be doing a lot of running since in the first period to this moment of the second period. He has been a workaholic in the heart of midfield. And of course another attacking minded player for Dibba Oil this season. Central referee nothing given and player being brought down, and that is already a yellow card, and the yellow card has already been flashed, and the newly introduced player has already got himself in the books of the central referee.
Yeah, he came newly and then he need to relax and play the ball. This is a disadvantage for him to carry a yellow card at this stage, and then the game it might be around 70 minutes, but I would say still there are some couple of minutes left, so having a yellow card at this point in time is not a good advantage for him. So let's see, he needs to be very cautious to avoid any second yellow card or a red card in this game.
Definitely needs to stay away from a second yellow card. Could that be? That's a yellow card. That's a yellow card, and of course a furious technical bench for Dibba Oil. They believe that should have been a red card according to them.
Yeah, it was it is a reckless challenge from our position here, but then the central referees, I think he must have applied the laws of the game there. Well, I don't know what the law actually says about such. Is it going to be a red card or a yellow card in that position? But the referee will have a better explanation to say what it was going to be, whether a yellow card or a red card. But he has given a yellow card.
The central referee has already dashed out a yellow. It's a yellow card for ATC. Time running out, and definitely running out for both ends. Who is going to get to the final remains to be seen, and the final or the finalist will face either Black the Horse or Pipeline. Will feature in the second semi-final tomorrow. Abdullahi will surely chase that, and the goalkeeper arriving just in time to guard that ball with ease. Keba Toure is currently in goal. In the opposite goal post is Augustus I. Mendy. Augustus I. Mendy is the shot stopper. Augustus. Abdullahi to Musa Abuja. Not the best of combination from Abdullahi to Musa Abuja. Now Dibba Oil will use the moment to clear their line. It has been a keenly contested clash from the first whistle to this moment of the second half between Dibba Oil and ATC United. ATC lifting it on the far side to John Mendy. John lifts it for the player. Cross comes in into the gloves of Keba Toure. Keba has been a phenomenal goalkeeper since the word go. And Keba urging his players to step up. And Mundau Kabla the Gafa is also asking his players to step up. It is definitely edging closer. Musa Bujang dropping deep. To the right-sided wing back Musa Aliu Jame. Musa Bujang now. Bujang getting it to the center forward. ATC will pick it around the center circle. The boys from Eurojula in Kiang East will hope to get to the final, whilst the boys from Karantaba, of course under the leadership of Modu Kablandau, will equally love to get to the final. And ATC around the edge of the 18, cross comes in and the ball crashed on his very own player, and that's a goal kick. Fantastic second half, and of course time running out for both sides, and the supporters are anxiously waiting for the breakthrough. Who is going to hit the back of the goal post remains to be seen. But of course I'm trying to fathom the atmosphere. What will the atmosphere be if we are to have a goal here? I think the supporters will definitely go wild in celebration if any of these sides should get a goal here. But we believe the greatest number of supporters here are currently behind Dibba Oil here at the Soma Mini Stadium.
That's quite true. Dibba Oil definitely have a lot of fans in this occasion here, because I've seen their last game here. They were having lot of supporters, and equally even today when the team was coming into the field, we've seen so many vehicles lining up coming into the field. They have a lot of supporters though. They have a lot of supporters, because looking at the other side, ATC, I believe they have some fans here, but not as many as Dibba Oil, because Dibba Oil is so close to the field. That's an opportunity for ATC. ATC having an opportunity here, they shot but blocked. Wonderful defending from the Dibba Oil's number 3 and a wasteful effort from the number 19. That was great, pa.
That was indeed a brilliant opportunity for ATC to get themselves an advantage, but unfortunately the defender was able to lay in front of the ball to block that ball decently. And ATC still believing. Dibba Oil still believing. They still believe they can hit the back of the net before the end of the contest. Whether to get it in regulation or post-match shootout remains to be seen. They have to get it sorted either in regulation or post-match shootout to do its job at the Soma Mini Stadium. ATC United under Ali Bojang and Sekou Jata, whilst Modu Kablan Dao and Lamin Kamara on the technical dugout for Dibba Oil. Dibba Oil against ATC. Musa Bujang has been seemingly pulled off the ball, but central referee said nothing to it. And now the chance, Dibba Oil. Delivery, trying to reconnect the run of Hamang Conte, but Hamang was never near that ball. Hamang Conte to Musa Bujang. That seems to be a foul, but central referee had nothing to it. Musa Bujang is already down injured after that tackle from the central defender, and the central referee will use the moment to check on the player. Musa is once again down injured. He seems to be one of the most influential players for Dibba Oil, but he seems always full in that occasion.
Yeah, indeed, Musa is a fine player for Dibba Oil. Last game here, he scored a brilliant goal to see Dibba Oil through to the semi-final game. And today, he was rewarded with a start, and then he has been showing up some very good performances throughout the course of the game. And he's lying down, having been injured for the team, which is not good. It's not a good sign. I know Dibba Oil have some good players on the bench, but the caliber of Musa, if he is to go out now, then there's going to be a problem for Dibba Oil. Even though we have Sekou Fofana, who is about to be substituted in, who is about to be introduced into the field. I'm not sure who Sekou is going to be replacing, but he's also a fine talent, a very good player for Dibba Oil, and he has been with them for many years. Sekou, also a player from Karantaba, Jara Karantaba, and with the Dibba Oil side. And that is it. Musa is going to be rested, and he's going to be replaced by Sekou Fofana. So they've had a player who is very good outside now, and then having another player who is equally up for the task, who is going in to replace Musa Bujang. Musa is a fantastic player, but it's time for him to be rested now and Sekou introduced. The last time we've seen them. The coach substituted Hamang Conte, which didn't go well with him, and then we've seen Hamang frowning over that substitution, and I hope today he's going to be given the full match to show his talent here. But then unfortunately, it's Musa Bujang who is out for Sekou Fofana for Dibba Oil.
Sekou Fofana on and Musa Bujang is off. And Musa Bujang has been taken over already by the gaffer Modu Kabla Ndao. This is already Abdullahi, and Abdullahi is allowing the goalkeeper to gather that ball. And time definitely running out for both sides. And elsewhere at the Kerjata football field, it is the North Bank Region 3rd Division final, and the final is yet to produce a goal. It is still 0-0 between SAU United and Blacka FA. And whilst at the Soma Mini Stadium in the first semi-final of the LRR 3rd Division, the score is still 0-0, and the goalkeeper arriving just in time. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good from the forward, and the goalkeeper Keba Toure is already down injured.
Yeah, I think the way Keba Toure fall on the ground is not very good. It doesn't look good at all. We've seen even in the World Cup, Senegalese goalkeeper, who is Mendy. I think Mendy. Yeah, when he fall down against Norway, it was tough on him, and he couldn't even recover to get back into play. So such falls are not very good for goalkeepers. Looking at this, I don't know whether he can be able to make it to continue the rest of this game, but it is difficult. It's a difficult fall for him, and I think it's painful. Look at him. He's still hitting the ground. I'm sure he's going through a lot of agony as he is lying down on the ground for now.
Keba Toure is still down and receiving medical attention, and elsewhere SAU United have already taken the lead against Blacker FA in the final of the North Bank Region 3rd Division, and SAU United, one time in the 2nd Division, is hoping to get a return to the 2nd Division. But currently at the Soma Mini Stadium, the score is 0-0. ATC United 0, Dibba Oil 0. The goalkeeper is still down and receiving attention. Whether to be able to continue or not now remains to be seen. And already we have seen another goalkeeper warming. There is another goalkeeper warming, and the goalkeeper is warming. The goalkeeper is warming, and Keba Toure is still receiving attention from the medical team. Time definitely running out for both sides. We have already played 81 minutes in this contest. 81 minutes in this contest, and the score still remains 0-0. And into the final 10 minutes of this encounter. Initially we thought Keba wouldn't be able to continue, but seemingly he will surely have the time and chance to be able to continue. And that was of course a scary moment for Gafa Modu Kablanda.
Indeed, if you have your first choice goalkeeper having an injury like that, lying down, and then you're looking for a goalkeeper to save you from the penalty shootout, definitely I think it should be scary for any gaffer. But then thank God Keba is back on his feet and he's okay seemingly, and he continues playing for Dibba. I'm sure hopefully he's going to end this game, and then if the scoreline remains this, he's going to be having a lot of tasks to send Dibba into the finals if he is to save any goal from the penalties.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. Time is definitely going older. It's growing older and older from the Soma Mini Stadium in this lively and magnificent showdown. And everybody is loving this contest. Now the chance for Dibba Oil to drive forward. An opportunity for Dibba Oil. Dribble past one, still looking for more. Lays that ball forward. Unfortunately, the flag of the assistant referee stayed down, but that was definitely going to be an offside in the event the player was able to get a move. Around the center, ATC United. ATC will use the moment to break. And now John Gomez. Tricky with a lot of pace, trying to outpace his mark. Across comes in. That wouldn't count. That was a decent run from the talisman, but unfortunately could not hit the target.
Yeah, those kind of moves powers for John. He's very instrumental when it comes to moves like that. So it was a great move from him, and then in the end product wasn't very good. But if they have to allow John to be moving like those kind of moments, he could be deadly for Dibba Oil.
That could be deadly for Dibba Oil. Already that has been handed. Time running out, and we have played 83 minutes in the contest. 83 minutes on the clock. 83 minutes on the clock, under 7 minutes of normal time, and what is expected to be added on before the central referee will end the proceedings. Dibba Oil or ATC to advance to the final, and the winner will face the winner between Black the Horse and Pipeline, and Black the Horse and Pipeline will battle it out tomorrow at the Soma Mini Stadium. Around the center of the pitch, Lamin Job getting it far on the end to Haman Conte. This is Dibba Oil once again. Lamin Job trying to reconnect the run of the forward. Narrowly lost it. And now ATC will pick it deep in their own half. Dibba Oil regain possession swiftly. Dibba Oil, City 4, the newly introduced player who seems to be doing a lot of work here. Lamin Ajob getting it down to Hamang Conte once again. Hamang, the most experienced player, to the forward who will try to chase that ball up front, trying to unlock the defense. Fantastic defending, and that was of course going to be a great delivery coming from Dibba Oil, but unfortunately the central defender was alert enough to block that ball to touch. And of course it's going to be a corner, and as you can see, more and more players arriving at that area of ATC in trying to get something from this. Probably if Dibba Oil could turn this into a goal, this might prove decisive. Hamang Conte with a decent one into the gloves of the shortstopper Augustus Mendy. Lamin Dabo.
Yeah, I think both teams are running out of time, as we have normal time left is just maybe 6 or 7 minutes left for them, and I think they needed a goal. A magical moment must come for one of them to score here. Otherwise, it is going to be decided in the penalty shootout, which could go either way. But I think all the teams knew very well that they need to score within these 5 minutes.
Every team is definitely very much aware. City 4 will now use the moment to drive forward. Having Osefo using a lot of pace and scale, looking for penetration around the center circle. The player narrowly slept. Lamin Ajob will slowly try to get his footing, and now could that be a moment? And now Antu has already bundled the player off, and that's going to be a foul against ATC.
Yeah, that was definitely a foul against Antu. Antu, like we said, he's a very strong and physical player, so if you lay it down on a player who's very experienced, definitely it's going to be a foul on him. You can see he swiftly touched the defender, but the defender went to the ground. I think it's because of his IQ and experience that he used against Antu on that occasion, so it is going to be a foul for Dibba Oil at that point.
Probably post-match shootout to decide it, but anyway we have to wait for those confirmations. Time running out for both ends. Dibba Oil nil, ATC United nil is still the current score. Sefo will slowly get the ball backwards to Lamin Job once again. Time running out for both sides. From the Soma Mini Stadium, in case you're just watching this game, it is coming to you live from the Soma Mini Stadium and live on LSTV1. From the first whistle to this moment, neither of the sides was able to get the breakthrough, and we have already played 87 minutes on the clock, and still deadlock is yet to be broken. Deadlock. Alassana Jame lifts it forward for Dibba Oil. That's a foul, and Dibba Oil penalized by central referee Esa Dabo. Esa assisted by Sedu Ojan, Abdurrahman Dabo, Bubakar Sise and Usainu Jajusi as the match commissioner. Magnificent turnout from the Soma Mini Stadium. Fans anxiously waiting for the breakthrough. Who is going to hit it remains to be seen. We just have to wait and see as to who will definitely go home with the victory. One thing is for sure, the winner will advance whilst the loser will crash out. And of course, the goalkeeper trying to calm down the situation, Augustus Mendy. And Augustus, the team captain, has been called upon. The two captains have been called upon by the central referee, Esa Dabo. And currently there is discussion between the two gaffers, the central referee and the two culprits. Two players, and already the dust has been settled. Time running out, and Dabo, we have already played 88 minutes on the clock, under 2 minutes of normal time, and what is expected to be added on before the central referee will draw the curtain at the Soma Mini Stadium.
Yeah, at this point in time, whatever minute is going to be added here is going to be very crucial for both sides, and it could be used as a way of getting a goal for either of the sides. So I think it's going to be very crucial. Any minutes added here is going to be very, very decisive for either of the teams. You can see how rough the game is. That is a rough challenge from the Dibba Oil number 77. What's his name? He's very aggressive. Sekou Drame. Yeah, Sekou Drame seems very aggressive on that point.
That was Sekou Drame with that magnificent defending. And time growing older. Time growing older. 9 minutes on the clock. 89 minutes on the clock, and what is going to be added on? 4 minutes. 4 solid minutes added on. 4 minutes for ATC to get the breakthrough. 4 minutes for Dibba Oil to find the back of the net, or else this game is heading to post-match shootouts.
Indeed, both of the teams should do something to salvage themselves from going into the penalty shootout. Penalty shootout, I think no one will blame the referee to say the referee is against me or whatever. It's pure luck that is going to be showcased there. So they need to be defending oriented. They need to be very good on their defensive so that they don't concede goal. That's an opportunity. It's a big opportunity for ATC, but in the end it went straight into the safe hands of goalkeeper Kiba Ture of Dibba Oil. That was a big moment for ATC United.
That was indeed a great moment for ATC in the final and closing moments from the Soma Mini Stadium. None of the sides will love to concede now. Time is growing older. Time growing older. Furious technical area for ATC United. Who is going to hit the back of the net remains to be seen. Dibba Oil in the closing stages. Hamang Conte currently behind the ball. Hamang Conte currently behind the ball for Dibba Oil. Who is going to hit the goalpost now? We just have to wait and see. And Hamang is currently behind the ball, the most experienced player. And Hamang will surely get it. Lifted. There is a push on the player, and the flag of the assistant referee has already gone, and we are already in the stoppage period. It is stoppage time at the Soma Mini Stadium. Fantastic execution, but the end result went futile. Keba Ture wouldn't be in any hurry as the score is still 0-0. Fans anxiously waiting for the breakthrough. Is there going to be a breakthrough remains to be seen. From the shot stopper in the half of ATC United, will solely drive the ball forward. Sefo, the newly introduced player. That seems to be a foul, of course, given by central referee. And Lamin Dabo, we have already played some minutes of the additional time, and time definitely growing older for both sides. Any of the sides to score here will prove decisive. A goal here will definitely, undoubtedly prove decisive. Is that going to be? Now remains to be seen.
Yeah, no doubt about that part. Anything to score here is obviously going to be the winner, and I think that's the more reason why the two side they need to be very cautious in their defending. And now it is the turn of ATC who are attacking. Can ATC do something here? Dibba Oil have a lot of defensive work to do here. ATC getting themselves into the 89. Does it go? Wow, what a miss that was! What a miss that was for ATC! Unbelievable Simpa here.
Unbelievable, what a chance, and what a chance for ATC to put this game beyond the reach of Dibba Oil. That was definitely an empty post, and the player blasted the ball over the crossbar.
Yeah, indeed, that's why I said it's unbelievable. The player himself couldn't believe that this is what is happening at Soma Mini Stadium. And it is Antu who has been introduced lately by ATC, who missed that golden opportunity to kill the game and end it with a win for ATC United, and it is going to be a penalty shootout for now. I would definitely say now it's going to end in a penalty shootout because time is no more there.
Time. ATC can't just believe that. ATC United cannot just believe this. They believe at this time of this game the centre forward should have done something better, but unfortunately his effort sailed over the crossbar. Time running out in the final and closing moments, and Antu, the forward, can't just believe it, and it is full time. Lamin Dabo, it is full time and full time from the Soma Mini Stadium, and it has just ended 0-0 between Dibba Oil and ATC United, and it is now post-match shootout to decide this game. Who is going to win it now remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, the winner is either going to be ATC or Dibba Oil.
Yeah, definitely one of them will be winners, and then one of them will have to get themselves a place into the final. So it's the penalty shootout that is going to be decisive on that. The penalty shootout is definitely going to decide that. But honestly, ATC have a very big opportunity to kill this game and to go home with the 3 points and also to send themselves into the finals. But unfortunately, you can see ATC, some of their players and even the head coach coach ran into the field to console Antu, who is right now not feeling very good. He's not very comfortable right now because that was the miss of a century. That was a miss of a century. Antu himself couldn't believe that. Very physical, very powerful, but in the end he has to waste that opportunity, and now the game is going to be penalty shootout. So stay tuned, and then we'll go ahead with the penalties as the penalties unfold. LSTV live on Facebook and on YouTube will be showing you the penalty shootout from this encounter.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo. If regulation time can't get us the winner, post-match shootout undoubtedly get us the winner from the Soma Mini Stadium. Fantastic game, fantastic 90 minutes between ATC United and Dibba Oil. But unfortunately, none of the sides could get the breakthrough. And now the central referee is leading the discussion for the post-match shootout to decide the winner. Who is going to get it remains to be seen. These two sides will now rely on the sub-stoppers and also rely on the players to do the job. Head coach Kabla Ndao Modu is currently leading the discussion with his players, and equally the gaffer for ATC United, Aliu Bojang, is also leading the discussion, and the team can't just believe that in the closing or final moments they had the glorious opportunity that could have put this game beyond the reach of Dibba Oil, but unfortunately Antu, who was introduced in the second half, blasted the ball over the crossbar, and now it is post-match shootout to decide the winner. Who is going to win it remains to be seen, and we are heading to penalties. ATC United, it ended 1-0 against Dibba Oil. ATC or Dibba Oil. And now the glorious opportunity, great moment for both sides to do the job. In case you're just joining us, this is the post-match shootouts between ATC United and Dibba Oil, and the players that started for ATC is Augusto Zai Mendy in goal, Basiru Jame, Idrissa Marong Modlamin Jata, John Gomez, Abdullah Njai, Bakari Dibba, Aliu Sonko, Yankuba Jane or Yankuba Sane, Buba Koli and Omar Jawara, whilst Dibba Oil under Mudu Kablandau and Lamin Kamara started with Keba Toure in goal, Alassana Jame, Abdullah Sane, Musa Aliu Jame, the team captain Mamadou Balde, Musa Bujang, Haman Conte, Sekou Drame, Abdullah Jiba, Foden Jai and Lamin Job completes the 11. And we are now heading to post-match shootouts to decide who is going to advance to the final. And the winner will face the winner between Black the Horse and Pipeline. A showdown that will be coming to the Soma Mini Stadium tomorrow. And currently,
Babukar, you can go into the field a bit.
And now ATC United will have the chance to deliver the first penalty. And the post-match shootout will undoubtedly give us the winner between ATC United and Dibba Oil. Dibba Oil against ATC. I'm struggling with the number 19. We're struggling with the number of the said player. 19 on his back. And Dibba Oil will have the short stopper Keba Toure. And Keba will face the first penalty taker for ATC. Could this be a moment for Keba to save Dibba Oil? Or could this be a moment for ATC United to put that beyond the reach of the short stopper? Could that be a moment? Now ATC against Dibba Oil. Could that be a moment? This time saved by the short stopper Keba. What a save, and ATC United could not just believe that. Lamin Dabo, wasteful opportunity coming from ATC, who had the glorious opportunity in the final moments to put this game beyond the reach of Dibba Oil.
Yeah, that was a bad start for ATC in the penalty shootout. Your first penalty taker, if he is to lose, then it will give confusion to the team. But I don't know, Dibba Oil is coming to kick now, and let's see what is going to unfold here from the Dibba Oil shot.
What's now going to unfold from the Dibba Oil force penalty taker? Lamin Toure came on as a substitute. Lamin Toure facing the tall and lanky Augustus I. Mendy. Lamin Toure 26. Hands down. Lamin Toure. And you could hear those cheers. Lamin Toure! Struck the standbar and missed.
You see, that's why I said it's not yet all over. After ATC lost, you see, Dibba Oil equally lost their tax. So it's going to be, it's not yet all over here because the two penalty takers, the force kickers, has both lost for their respective teams. So the penalty continues.
Penalty continues. It is still 0-0 on post-match shootouts. Now the chance for ATC to get the second penalty taker. Musa Gay, another substitute, will face the shot stopper Keba Toure. Musa Gay came on as a substitute and will face the shot stopper Keba Toure in goal for Dibba Oil. Navi moment, nerve-wracking moments from the Soma Mini Stadium. Fans across the center anxiously waiting to see who is going to grab this victory. Musa Gay against Keba Toure. Gay Musa a substitute. Keba Toure in goal currently. Musa, could this be a moment? Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. Beautifully converted, and ATC United already on the driving seat. 1-0 up against Dibba Oil. Lamin Dabo.
Yeah, ATC's happened to score their second game, which is their second shoot rather, and that has now turned confusion into the Dibba Oil team, which means now Dibba Oil must score in order to equal the scoreline. Otherwise, they will be down.
Dibba Oil needs to score. Lamin Job is the second penalty taker. Lamin Job will take the second penalty for Dibba Oil after Lamin Toure blasted the ball on the standbar. Lamin Job 10 against the tall and lanky shot-stopper Augustus I. Mendy against Lamin Job. Hands on hip. Central referee any moment will give the green light. The green light has already been given by Esa Dabo, the central referee. Lamin Job 10 against Augustus. Could this be a moment for Dibba Oil to get the breakthrough? Lamin Job sends the goalkeeper brilliantly.
Lamin Job has now equal the scoreline. He's just level it to 1-1 now because both teams, their first kickers lost and then their second kickers all score. So the scoreline remains equal now. And now it's going to be the ATC who is going to have their turn to take now.
ATC will now have the chance. ATC will rely on the team captain Basiru Jame. Basiru Jame, the team captain, will take the third penalty. The first squandered, second beautifully executed, and now Basiru will have his chance. 8 on his back. Team captain faces the shot stopper Keba Toure in goal for Dibba Oil. Navi moment across every section of the Soma Mini Stadium. The team captain facing the shot stopper Keba Toure. Basiru Jame. The goalkeeper seems to be having a lot of movements, and the central referee seems to have asked the goalkeeper to stay put. Esa Dabo, the central referee. Basiru Jame, the team captain, will face the shot stopper Keba Toure. Could this be a moment for ATC to get their third goal, or it's going to be a moment for Dibba Oil to save this? Basiru beautifully converted, sending the goalkeeper the wrong way, and now pressure is mounting on Dibba Oil, and of course they have to score, else they will definitely go down on post-match shootout.
Yes, Dibba will have to score, and you can see Basiru, the captain of ATC, has led with example. He struck the ball very well and scored the goal, and he has now given confidence back to the ATC, the rest of the ATC players. So Dibba Oil have a task to do here. They need to score in order to level, otherwise they will be down. So let's see what the Dibba Oil player is going to do, and it's going to be their new entrance who is going into take the penalty. Molamin Sena. Yes, Molamin Sen is going to take this for Dibba Oil. Let's see what he's going to do here.
Molamin Sen. Is it 77 or 11? If it is 77, it's Sekou Drame. That is Sekou Drame. Sekou Drame 77 against Augustus Aimendi. And now the hopes of Dibba Oil is currently lying on the shoulders of Sekou Drame into the bottom corner. That was very close for Augustus Aimendi to pull a magnificent save, but unfortunately the lucky Sekou Drame was able to put that beyond the reach of the tall and lanky shortstopper.
Indeed, Sekou was indeed a lucky guy in that occasion. You can see the goalkeeper had a hand on that ball, but unfortunately, I think the shot was a little bit powerful. That's why the ball has to force it into the net, and then that was a bit of a moment for Sekou Drame, an unfortunate moment for goalkeeper Augustus Mendy. But ATC now are going to kick now. They're going to take their turn now, and then if they score, they will still mount pressure on the Dibba Oil side. But if they fail to score in this one, then that means Dibba Oil will have an advantage.
Pressure mounting now on ATC United, and ATC will rely on Buba Koli whilst Keba Toure. Buba Koli, what a hit, what a goal, what a penalty. That's a beauty of a penalty coming from the 20 Buba Koli. No goalkeeper is saving that, Lamin Dabo.
Yeah. Initially, I thought it was off the post, but I think there was a problem with the net there. And it's dangerous. It's a fine shot, a brilliant shot, and then a brilliant goal for ATC. But for me, at first, if you did not say goal, I would say it was like a missed opportunity for ATC. But it's a brilliant goal by ATC. And now the pressure is mounted on Dibba Oil. They need to score again. They need to score, otherwise they will shot behind.
Dibba Oil need to score, or else they will be down. And now Dibba Oil will rely on who? Ibrahima Seka. Ibrahima Seka is one of the central defenders, and Seka Ibrahima will take this for Dibba Oil. Navi moment, nerve-wracking moment. Ibrahima Dibba currently behind the ball, or Ibrahima Seka against Augustus Aimendi. Ibrahima Seka 3. Ibrahima Seka, beauty of a penalty, fantastic penalty coming from Dibba Oil, and of course you could hear the cheers coming from the faithfuls of the Karantaba Base Club.
Yeah, that was a great penalty shoot. He has sent the goalkeeper on the wrong way. Definitely it was a powerful one, and the way he sends the goalkeeper, it's beautiful. He sends the goalkeeper on the wrong way. Completely.
And now the chance for ATC United. ATC will rely on Aliou Sonko. Aliou Sonko 15 will surely get his turn. Aliou Sonko 15 currently facing the shortstopper Lamin Keba Toure rather. Keba Toure. Who is going to get that done remains to be seen. And who is going to get that? Aliou Sonko against Keba. Aliou Sonko! The goalkeeper gets right, but unfortunately could not pull a save. That was a rightful guess, Lamin.
Yeah, but indeed the goalkeeper move was brilliant, but unfortunately he couldn't do much effort to save that. But he has seen where the player was about to kick, and then he went for it, but unfortunately he couldn't do anything. So Dibba Oil have to score, and that is the experienced player Haman Conte stone now to do something for Dibba Oil.
Haman Conte. Haman needs to score, and now ATC will rely on the shortstopper. Haman Conte, the experienced player, 4 on his back for Dibba Oil. Could this be a moment, nerve-wracking moment? Haman Conte, Haman. Could this be a moment? Into the bottom corner, the goalkeeper gets right, but could not pull a save.
Yeah, I think Augustus equally went for it. He went for it, but unfortunately, he slightly had a touch on the ball, but the ball was powerful, and then it went in. It was a lucky moment for Haman Conte, and an unfortunate moment for goalkeeper Augustus. Now is ATC's turn.
It is now the turn of ATC once more. ATC will rely on Omar Jawara now. Jawara 3 will face Keba Toure, forced to lose. And Omar Jawara will take the first one to possibly have the chance of getting this beyond the reach of the shortstopper. And Dibba Oil will now rely on the shortstopper Keba Toure. to do the job for them. Whilst ATC will rely on Omar Jawara, 3 on his back. Omar Jawara 3 against Keba. Omar Jawara. Every player, every technician, every supporter of ATC is now relying on Omar Jawara, whilst Dibba Oil will rely on their shot stopper. Could that be a moment? Hands on hip, a Cristiano Ronaldo type of a penalty. Anyway, let's just wait and see what's going to be the outcome of the penalty. Omar Jawara hands on hip, facing the shot stopper Keba Toure. Could this be a moment? Omar Jawara! It's off the post, and Dibba Oil getting closer. And the side just need to score, and they will advance to the final undoubtedly.
Definitely, Dibba Oil only need to score this ball and then see themselves into the final. All opportunities are lying on their shoulders now. It is now their own responsibility to see themselves into the final. Dibba Oil have everything now, every opportunity is with them for them to go proceed to the final.
What a moment! What a moment from the Soma Mini Stadium. A moment for Dibba Oil to just score, and they will advance to the final and meet who? And Dibba Oil with a victory here will meet Black the Horse or Pipeline in the final. And now, Dibba Oil will undoubtedly rely on a player, Dauda Bojang. And Dauda into the roof of the goalpost, and Dibba Oil are already in the final. And Dibba Oil have already sailed to the final of the LRR 3rd Division after defeating ATC United on post-match shootout. Of course, Lamin Dabo, it was a KG penalty, but Dibba Oil, of course, sailed to the final, and they will now face the winner between Black the Horse and Pipeline.
Indeed, it was a KG moment, a KG penalty shootout, and of course the Dibba Oil side is the lucky team to proceed to the final. So we say congratulations to Dibba Oil for proceeding to the final, and then they will be meeting either with Pipeline or Black the Horse, the winner from tomorrow's game. And hard luck to ATC, they've put up their hearts together, and then they fought very well, but unfortunately it didn't go on their side. So hard luck for them, and I wish them to prepare better during next 3rd Division tournament, and then come forward as far as how they are today in this competition. Thank you, Pa.
Thank you very much, Lamin Dabo, and this is where we're going to draw the curtain. It has been Lamin Fati, Lamin Dabo, Amin Dao. Until then, bye-bye from the Soma Mini Stadium till we